Hello everyone, so today we're going to be going through activity 1 of our Scratch portion of How to Buy a House. In this project, we will program our work robot to calculate the gross monthly income and net monthly income for doctors. So to begin, we just need to click on the retro robot, which is this one on the right hand side. And we're going to be working with this little template right here, the doctor template. We will start with the gross monthly income. So to calculate the monthly income, all we have to do is take the annual median salary and divide it by 12, since there are 12 months in a year. So to perform this calculation, we will use the division block from the operators tab. So if we go to the tabs on the left-hand side, we need to click on operators, which is the green one right here. And we need to find the division operator, and that's this last little one right here. And let's just drag that out to our stage area. And so since the annual median salary for doctors has already been provided, we only need to fill the first slot. So this first slot with item 1 of careers salary block, which is this in the variables tab in the orange colored tab over here. We need to find item number 1. So if we just scroll down, and right here, item 1 of careers salary. So we just need to drag this into the first tab of the division block. And let's just move this over. So then in this second little empty space in the division operator tab, we need to type 12 because there are 12 months in a year. And so to make the answer clean, we certainly do not want to deal with decimal places. We want to use the round block, which is also from the operators tab. So if we go back to the green tab, the operators, find the tab that says round at the block right here. We're just going to drag this right here. All we need to do is just take this block that we just created and insert that into the empty slot next to round. So we just drag that up, and there we go, it's inserted now next to round. And next, we will combine the gross monthly income with the phrase, your gross monthly income in $sign. One way to do that is to use the join block in the operators tab. The join block turns the inputs into text and combines them. So we're still in the operators tab in the green colored circle over here, and we just need to find the join block. And that's this one right here, join. And we're dragging that over here. And in this first tab, we're just going to write your gross monthly income in $sign. What we also need to do is take this other block that we created and insert that into this tab that says banana. So let's just drag that in there, and if we scoot this over, we now have this one big block that we're going to soon insert into our doctor's block on this left-hand side. But we still need to do one more thing, and the last thing we need to do for this block is to put them into the say block from the looks tab and change the wait time to 3 seconds. So if we go to the tabs over here, the purple colored looks, we're going to click on that and look for the say block for however many seconds, and it's this very first one. Let's drag that over here. And in this first tab where it says hello, we're just going to insert our block that we just created. So let's just drag that in there. Let's move this over so we can see it. And instead of 2 seconds, let's just change that to 3. So we give the person enough time to read it. For the next block, we will code the robot to calculate the net monthly income, or the after-tax monthly income, which is the gross monthly income after taxes and expenses deduction. For the sake of generalization, we will assume the net monthly income is 35% deducted from the gross monthly income. In other words, net monthly income equals 65% of the gross monthly income. In mathematical expression form, it will look like net monthly income equals 65% times gross monthly income, which equals 0.65 times gross monthly income. Similarly, we will start with the divide block. We will fill in the first slot with item 1. So if we go back to operators, this little green circle, find the divide block again, and we're going to create a whole new block. Inside this little empty space, we're just going to add another one of these item 1 of career salaries. So if we go to variables, tab the orange one and go all the way down, we're going to go to find item 1 of career salary, which is this one, and drag that into the first slot. And we will also change this empty tab right next to it to 12, because again, there are 12 months in 1 year. We're going to use this equation that we just created and multiply it by 0.65, which is the net monthly income. So we need to find the multiplication block, which is in the operators green tab, and the multiplication is right above the division one. We're going to drag that here, and we're going to insert this block that we just created into the very first slot, and in this little empty slot right here, we're going to insert 0.65. And we also want to round this answer up to avoid decimals, so we're going to find the round block again, which is also in the operators or green tab. Round, it's right here. And we're going to insert this block inside the empty slot next to round. And so the rest will be the same as how we build the gross monthly income. So we're just going to join the phrase. However, your after-tax monthly income would be $, and the calculated after-tax monthly income. Put them into the say block for 3 seconds. So we're going to do the exact same thing that we did up here. And now we just need to do a few more things, and that is to insert our blocks that we had just created into this block that says doctor. So let's grab our very first block that we created, just right there at the top, and we're going to insert that right underneath the if and then else statement. And we're also going to grab the second block that we created, and we're going to drag that right underneath the very first block we just inserted. Okay, so this block is almost done. We just need to add 2 more things to it. We need to add the set job trigger to 1 block and the set after tax block. So first we need to go to the variables tab, which is this orange tab, and we need to find set to block, and it's this first one right here. Let's just drag that out, and we're going to change that to job trigger. So if we click on this tab and go to job trigger, and we're going to change this 0 to 1, and we also need to grab the same block and insert that right underneath, and we're going to leave the after tax, but instead of having this changed to 1, this little 0, we're going to insert the round item 1 of career salary divided by 12 times 0.65. So this same block that we created earlier right here, we're going to create it again and insert that into this little empty slot. Okay, so now that we have created this same block that we created earlier, the round item 1 of career's salary divided by 12 times 0.65, we're going to just insert these last 3 blocks that we created. So let's insert the set job trigger right underneath the say statement. So we're just going to insert that right here. The last thing that we need to do is get this block that we just created and insert that into the after tax tab where the 0 is. And if we just drag that over. So now we are done with activity 1, and this is what your final block should look like.
Now we will move on to activity 2. For this activity, we will build a program that allows the bank robot to calculate the amount of money on the mortgage loan. Make sure that you're in the retro robot sprite. The mortgage loan will depend on different factors such as net monthly income, the loan term, and the interest rate. Fortunately, the formula that's used to calculate the mortgage loan has already been provided. This long formula right here. We will start working on this shell. All we have to do is fill in the empty slots of the if-else block with statements. This job trigger variable is used to check if we have chosen a career. If a career has been chosen, the value of job trigger will be 1, and the bank robot will proceed with the mortgage. Otherwise, it will refuse the service. We will start to fill the first empty slot of the if-else block with the say block. We'll go to looks, purple, and drag the say block and put this in. And then we can change the hello to we can approve a mortgage loan up to. and you can keep the for 2 seconds the same. For the next block, we want to set the value of the variable named mortgage loan to the provided formula. It is used to calculate the loan based on the net monthly income, the loan term, and the interest rate. So we can go to variables, drag the set block under the say block. We'll change after tax to be the mortgage loan variable. And then what we'll do is that we can drag this entire formula into the 0 spot right here. And then you should have your entire statement like this. The last block for the if-else statement when the condition is true is that we want the robot to say the amount of mortgage value in US dollars. This can be achieved by using the say and join block like we have been doing. Let's have the robot say the price tag for 3 seconds. In this template, we already have this code right here. So all we have to do is drag it in. So there should be a say block that rounds the mortgage loan so that it can look nicer when the robot says it. And then it joins this value with a $sign to represent US dollars. And then this statement will be said for 3 seconds. So now, in the first slot of the if-else block, we already have 3 blocks of code. For the false statement in the if-else block, if we have not gotten a job with a monthly income, the robot will say, you need a stable income before buying a house for 3 seconds. The code is right here, so we can just drag it under the else. Altogether, your final product should look like this.
Hello, Cyber Spartans. Today, we're going to do the challenge activity. So first on, let's go ahead on to our robot, which works at the real estate. So it would be the green robot. So at the green robot, we will be filling out today the if-else box, and where it checks whether or not the total amount of money that we have for a down payment or mortgage payment is enough to buy a house of our choice. So let's get started with that. So as you see here, this is all correct. As it says, welcome to home purchasing made easy by Cyber Spartan Real Estate. So this coding is correct, but the one that we have to fix is on the bottom. So how will we do that? So we're going to first look for variables. On variables, we're going to look for one that says set. As you can see here, it's this one. Set. And don't worry if it says after tax, we'll go ahead and fix it. So we're going to place it under the else block. After that, we're going to change the after tax to total. So you're going to scroll down and you're going to see my variable, passcode, take out money, total, transfer valuable. So total is right here. Go ahead and click it and you're all set. The next part, we're going to go to operators. We're going to choose a plus because it has to add the variables together. So let's go on and put this in right here. Good, we got it. Next, we're going to go to sensing and we're going to click on the option that says answer. So for the answer, be careful. We do not want it to look like this because then if the block goes away. So let's remove this and enter it in there. So how I did that. So you have to wait until it highlights, it glows the section that you want to put it. So we're going to put it on the left side and it should look something like this. And then go ahead and put that back in there. Good, looks great. Next, we're going to go to variables. For variables, we're going to go to mortgage loan. And we're going to enter it on the right side. So it's going to be set total to answer plus mortgage loan. Next, we're going to change this part. So for now, we got the first part correct. Next, we're going to go to operators again and choose this first one right here. Be careful, there are some that look similar, but this one's equal and this one on top is the right choice. So go ahead and put that inside the if. Should look something like this. And we're going to go ahead and change this. So we're going to go to variables again. Remember variables, we have all of our naming, after tax, bank account, house pricing, and we're actually going to choose total for the left side. And we're going to choose house price for the right side. And it should look something like this. If total, house price, then. So now we have to make the robot say, congratulations, you're approved to purchase the house. And we have to make it say, your down payment plus your mortgage loan are not enough for this house. Please choose a different option. So how are we going to do that? So first we're going to go to looks. And we're going to choose this one, but we're going to change it. So go ahead and add it under the if block. So it should look something like this. And let's go ahead and change this. So it's going to say, congratulations, and it's going to have an exclamation point. It's going to say, congratulations, you are approved to purchase the house. Good, we got the first block done. Next, we're going to do the second one. So the second one's going to go under the else block. And this is our last step for it to make it complete. Next, we're going to put on this block your down payment plus your mortgage loan are not enough for please choose a different option. So it's going to say, please choose a different option. So it should look something like this. Congratulations, you are approved to purchase the house. Yay, we wanted to say that. And also, if you're not able to purchase the house, it's going to say your down payment plus your mortgage loan are not enough for this house. Please choose a different option. This is the challenge activity, and I hope you guys enjoy this challenge activity because I did. And have a good day, everyone.